morning and afternoon. I think that holistically we did get stronger as a class in the afternoon session. It's exactly what we needed to have happen. I think that there were some really, really good performances in there that I think will help us score some points that will create some differentiation between us and other schools, and that will be good in the overall scheme of things. Again, I don't think that we could have done a whole lot more preparation-wise to prepare for today. We throw it out there, we leave it all out there in the competition, and that's all you can do. It's a team. It takes 6 units, and I think that if you look at it that way, on the average throughout the way that we performed throughout the day today, I am happy with how we performed as a whole team today. So, Mr. Schnapp.
In about 15 minutes or so, your nerves are going to be rattled. One of the things, and you've heard me throughout the semester, get all excited and all, let's beat them and let's, rub their, kill them. I think I've used some other choice words. At this point, it's now time to be classy. Win, lose, or draw, be dignified. We win, be gracious about it. We lose, be gracious about it. You've done a really outstanding job, and it's now out of our hands. And some people who we don't know are going to be judging us, and whatever happens, happens. I feel good. I feel real good. But I don't make these decisions. What Vince Lombardi talked about scoring touchdowns and acting like you've done it before, okay? That's what I want you guys to carry forward in about 15, 20 minutes.
You guys have done a wonderful job. You need to congratulate yourselves and pat yourselves on that. You couldn't have done any better today. There's only so much you can do in preparation. You don't know what the other rooms do, the judges. And I'm convinced that when they come into the Wauwatosa Westwood, they know that this team is going to perform at a high level. So you get the higher level questions. They keep pushing you until they get the questions where you can't answer them. John Kaminsky, you've heard his name a lot today, and he talks about that himself. He says, we'll try you at this level. You can handle that question, then we bump you up to this level. We were hearing a lot of higher level questions. So that is it. I would reiterate what Mr. Schneck said, that we need to be very generous in our response no matter what happens downstairs. They will announce the order from the bottom up to 2 and then 1. Obviously, if we come in second, be gracious with our response. Also, if we don't hear our name as being second, we need to be very gracious and allow first to have their moment, because they worked hard to do so. And that's how it's been in years past. All as the West has been very good. And I'm confident we can do. So let's go down and see what the final decision.
Yeah, the biggest thing that he's kind of getting at is that they'll right before they name the state champion, they will name the second place team, and historically it does seem to historically come down to one of the Wauwatosa schools. So we just don't know until they finish off Wauwatosa whatever as the second place team. So we have to work through that moment, and then secondly, should we not hear our name for second place, then that indicates obviously state champs. We need to make sure that we handle that nicely in that moment and let them get the recognition, like Mr. Young said, for second place, because they worked their tails off too as well. So, and I would expect the same, the opposite. Let's get TAs real quick, and then let's start to eventually hit them. Aubriana?
And now is where I take a minute. In my brain zone. 5th place this year went to Brookfield Academy. They represented would like to come down and receive their award. They'll be fine. place in this year's competition went to Hartford. Our third place winner was Oshkosh West. We had to be really careful today because the margin of difference separating these two teams was 80 points. You know, you kind of, yeah, you look at it and you think, okay, and oh, they're up, down, and so we double checked. We did everything. We even used a calculator. I was doing it paper and pencil like I've done for 100 years, but we did even use a calculator to double check. Second place, Wauwatosa East. The elephant in the room, Wauwatosa West. My only other requirement is that this is certainly no reflection on any other team, because I certainly encourage you to do this, but the Center for Civic Education in Calabasas, California demands that I take and send a picture of the winning state team. So I would ask that Wauwatosa West come out and let me take care of that responsibility. For the rest of you, please drive safely tonight. And again, as I said this morning, thank you.